Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gitaly 15.8 planning kickoff for GitLab version 15.8 here coming out in January of 2023. My name is Mark Wood. I'm the product manager for the Gitaly section. I'll be going over our plans for the next month, how we plan on making improvements to our product, and some of the things we're researching in the meantime. I do want to call out off the bat that there is a pretty steep capacity reduction this release simply due to the holiday season. We want to ensure that all of our team members feel like they can take the time off they need to recharge and spend time with their families. So we're trying to schedule this release a little bit lighter in hopes that we don't overload our team members. I also want to point out that our bug fixes here have been worked through our quad planning process. These bug fixes are what we're planning on addressing in the 15.8 milestone, and we're trying to focus primarily on customer-related bugs during that time for bug fixes alone. So some of our objectives and themes, we are in the process of planning for our first quarter of 2023 calendar year, and therefore we're trying to set up our OKRs and understand sort of what our goals are as a team. Because of that, we are working on a handful of objectives and themes here that we're sort of planning for. We're spending a lot of time ensuring we've planned them out and we understand the implications of those and how they're going to work within our product. There's a couple specific ones I wanted to call out here under problem validation and investigation. We really want to figure out a better means of allowing Gitaly to push back on traffic surges. We have this issue, actually it's an epic out here. We've done some planning as we've gone through it. Right now, when Gitaly receives spiky traffic, it will throw errors or performance will degrade at sort of at the same time, but there's no easy way for us to push back on the calling application. And thus, we just continue to get these traffic spikes. What we're looking to do is find a way where we can provide feedback to the application, provide error messages back to reduce the spiky traffic and overall improve the user experience and reduce downtime. So that's something we're kind of working through. We're trying to figure out the best way forward on that, and we hope to plan some issues to actually implement that in the future. Another one that's really important to us is how to make object pools work in a clustered world. We're beginning this effort now. We are actually prioritizing a couple things right off the bat. Actually, it's right here, slightly above, where we're trying to convert object pools to use create fork. This is really important as it will dramatically speed up the forking workflow, which is an important workflow for some of our users. Along the same lines, we want to make sure object pools work as well as possible with Cluster, with Gitaly Cluster, and with our upcoming distributed architecture we're planning on rolling out here moving forward. And again, we're a ways out on that, but again, we want to lay the groundwork for that and ensure that we understand what object pools will look like and how we can utilize them for maximum performance and efficiency and productivity for our customers and our team members. So that's pretty exciting work. As I mentioned there, we are working through 15.8 on some of the groundwork with that to convert object pools to use create fork. I don't know if this work will complete in a single milestone, but we definitely want to prioritize this as it does impact a lot of our forking customers. So that's really important. We also have a bug with moving repositories and it causes them to be left read-only. This was found very recently, and this is something that's important to our workflow. So we want to also prioritize that through 15.8, as well as the work down here that we have worked with our quad planning counterparts. I realize that is a bit light, but if there are any questions or anybody has any comments, please let me know. There is some carryover work for 15.7 that we'll be finishing up as well. So that's on the roadmap too. So feel free to reach out to myself directly or to our engineering team. As always, I will leave a link to this planning issue in the YouTube description for you to come and comment on if you'd like to. Thank you so much and have a great holiday season.